Oh, someone's sick of today. We've been doing chores around the house.
Rich, look at that.
Are those all $1 bills?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
We're walking around the busy street of Georgia. West Georgia? West Georgia. The title of this video is Asleep at Safeway. That's probably not, though. They got a British section here. This is nice. But they have, it's Coca-Cola. It's useful to have a carriage because you can store your groceries in there, which is nice.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem to mind.
Cooking with Kitty has returned for another season. What? I'm teasing.
Who are you talking to?
The camera.
Who's there? Oh, hi.
So I'm going to make something that is not really a recipe. I thought of it in my brain and I think Ant would like it, so I'm going to make it for him. And I'm going to make myself something separate because things and stuff and things. This is what I came up with for Ant's dinner. It has mashed potatoes, a vegetable medley, some corn, and some seasoned fake meat on the top. Let's see what he thinks.
Thank you for the fork. This is it?
Yes.
This is the... oh wow, now it's hot. It smells good. It's a plate of meat and vegetables.
And there's also mashed potatoes in there at the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
It's fake meat.
Fake meat. That's really good.
Yeah?
Wow.
I didn't follow a recipe, I just kind of...
Italians don't follow recipes.
I'm not Italian.
That's why. Oh, that's good.
Yeah?
It's hot. I have to wait a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's burning my mouth, but it's tasty. Yum, yum. You talking on the phone?
Oh no!
Having an argument, I guess. Alright, welcome to the end of the video, although it has been the midpoint of the video most of the time. Today...
Possibly for today too, because we didn't, film a lot, because we were doing a lot of housework.
That, we did go to the grocery store, we did film some of that, and a bit of that. The inside of a Canadian grocery store. There was the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, in which I was watching with some buddies on the computer.
Oh yeah, I made you a concoction.
The concoction was delicious.
Yes, I don't know what to call it.
The concoction is a perfect name for it.
The concoction.
I enjoyed it, and it was probably very healthy too.
Nice food bowl.
Got some potato, got a whole lot of vegetables, and some protein, which is fake meat.
Yep.
That's basically it.
Yep.
You got a guest there.
I do.
Yeah, look at her.
I do. See? Love.
Yeah. Islanders unfortunately lost today, but the next game will be Monday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch it live, but that's okay. That's okay. So, I noticed my reading has stopped over the course of the time, like when your parents were here and they were helping us out, I was able to read. I've been rereading these Dragonlance books. Anyone's ever read them? Then if you have read any of these books, we got something to talk about. This is a new version. I kind of don't like the design of the new version, but that's the old Dragonlance logo. Focus. And, yeah, I read some of those when I was, I guess in like junior high school. And I decided I want to read them again. And I bought like a whole bunch of series of them. And I noticed that my reading has stopped once your parents left. Because there was no time. But I'm going to be finding the time. Like all the times I stare at my phone, I should be staring at a book instead. Because a lot of times I'm just surfing and like, I don't really need to know this. I might as well just have a movie implanted in my head by reading. So my top 5 list to you is, growing up, what were your top 5 favorite things to read?
Harry Potter.
That's one.
Well, Harry Potter has like 7 books.
Well, you can't just say 7 books of Harry Potter. This is a top 5 list.
I know.
So you can, like, I would, if this was my question, I would say, the Dragonlance series. Although it's many, many series and hundreds of books, and I only honestly read a handful of them, but I'm getting back into them. So if you want, yes, the Harry Potter series is a great top 5 for you, because I know you love the Harry Potter series.
Well, I started reading them when I was in elementary school, and then it kind of like grew up with me.
Sure.
Because the new books kept coming out, and it was like older and older and older. And
I could understand that would have been a great time. But I was a little bit behind you there.
Yeah.
But that would have been a great time to grow up.
Behind me or ahead of me?
I don't know what that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am older than you.
Yes.
Right. Is what I meant, and I did not grow up to the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's a series I grew up to.
So it like kind of grew up with me, and it was like the first series that I really stuck with and continued to read them.
Okay.
And then a lot of my like reading for pleasure came from like being in college.
Sure.
Like I didn't read a lot. As a child, like I did, but I didn't. Like I did for school.
Besides school, yeah.
I remember enjoying the stuff that I read for school, but I don't know. Nothing like Harry Potter series was like the series that I read.
Okay, that's a series of books that you read. Like, I would say for me, I read a lot of Stephen King, but I can't like pinpoint one that I liked the most. Maybe, I guess The Dead Zone. But I would just say Stephen King. Like, what else would you like?
So
or now, even.
I read some of the American Girl books, because I did have American Girl dolls growing up.
I didn't know they had books.
Yeah, they have books to go along with it, but they're not really, like, big books. But I remember reading some books.
Like you said, college. Like, what else did you read then?
So then, when I was in college, I started reading some Holly Black books. So she writes a lot of fantasy.
Sure.
So the book that I got started with for her was called Tith. And it's a modern fairy tale is what it says underneath it. So that was a pretty good one. I read Go Ask Alice, which was really depressing.
I think I might have read that in high school. I don't know why I think that.
I think I read it. I'm not sure if I read it in college or high school. I don't remember. Same thing with Holly Black. I think it was college, but I'm not sure. I read the Hunger Game books. And I read the Divergent series as well.
That's 6. You picked 6 different top 5 favorite novels or series of books or something.
Yeah.
So, okay. What did you like better, Hunger Games or Divergent? Because I could tell from movies the Divergent one wasn't very good.
The movies for Divergent weren't that great. The reading it was pretty enjoyable for me. I
did like the first Divergent movie. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
But I also was like, this is very much like Hunger Games.
Yeah. Well, the books were very much like Hunger Games too, and I think maybe that's why I liked it, because it kind of reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm.
But the books were a lot better than the movies in that case.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot. Like, I can go back and read that and watch the Hunger Game books and be happy with it.
Watch the books and read the movies.
Yes, it's late.
I think for the most part, the books are always better, but there have
Yes.
been, for me, definitely exceptions.
Yes.
But they're very rare.
Oh, I
Oh.
remember what series I read when I was younger.
What?
The Golden Compass.
Okay, yeah.
I was younger when I read that, and there are 3 books in that series.
Nice.
And then when I was a lot older, they made a movie of the Golden Compass.
I do remember seeing about this movie. I never saw it, though. I don't know. Learning
it was
about
terrible.
it. It's not a good movie?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't a good representation of the book, and I remember loving the book.
I think you should read Dragonlance, The Chronicles, with me.
The other movie I was disappointed in was The Wrinkle in Time.
Oh, okay.
I read that book when I was in middle school.
Why do I feel like they've made a movie about that before?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the one that Disney just made. I was pretty disappointed with it.
I know it didn't do well. It doesn't mean it's bad though. But I didn't see it. I can't vouch.
I was going back to the book in my brain, and I reread most of the book. I didn't finish it, but I reread most of it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool, and I'm really excited for it to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And it just disappointed me.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
We can't end this video.
I really wanted to like it.
We can't end this video on a disappointment.
Okay. Let's see. What else did I read that became a movie?
This is no longer a top 5 list.
This is no longer a top 5 list. I went off on an
I was
tangent.
just asking what maybe the top 5 ones that you liked, books on its own or a series. Okay.
And now I'm doing Audible, where I listen to books, and I'm listening to a Star Wars book, and then I also have some parenting books going on.
I can't do that. I can't listen to books. I have to read them.
I do better with listening to books than reading them.
Okay, so when I was driving, I had a long commute going to work. I would listen to David Sedaris books, and I think that would be the only one that I would listen to. I also listened to the first Jurassic Park book, but I much prefer reading, just sitting and reading them. But David Sedaris is a different situation because his voice, I think, is very important to the telling of the stories that he tells. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Audible. Well, I can understand why people like it, and that's cool. But for me, I have to read them.
I think one of my most favorite things to listen to on Audible to date is the Anna Kendrick autobiography.
I can picture that. If it's an autobiography and the author is reading it, yeah.
She read it.
That makes sense.
And it's just yeah, this is awesome. And I feel like I want to say I talk like her, or she talks like me, or our brains are similar in the way that we think and the way that we do things. Is that a thing?
No, it's just creepy. That's all.
Oh, I don't mean to be creepy. I don't mean to be creepy.
I'm kidding.
It's just I didn't realize that she was like that.
Yeah.
I just know her from what she's been in her movies, and I think she's a great actress and has a beautiful voice. But then I was listening to her, and I was like, wow, she talks like me and my friends talk. I'm like, oh, we could hang out. This would be so cool.
You should write her a letter.
No.
Oh.
She is a famous actress, and I'm sure she gets a lot of letters that.
I'm sure.
It would be one of those one of many. Let's just. It would be a lot of effort for no reason.
Okay. So we talked about books. We talked about your girl crush, and I talked about rereading Dragonlance. Although I didn't read the first series. The first set of books is called Chronicles. I didn't actually read them, which is the foundation of the entire series of Dragonlance. And so I'm done talking about Dragonlance.
Dragonlance.
Dragonlance. They did make
Dragonlance.
they did make a movie of the first book of the Chronicles. It was the animation that you actually saw with me.
Yeah.
The animation was terrible. The story, of course, was good, but I think they spent all their money on Kiefer Sutherland's voice. But the animation was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But the story was still fun to watch, though. I thought.
Oh, it was alright.
A lot of side quests, just like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, it is Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, follow our friends.
Yes. The baby kicked the cat in the head today.
And the cat was okay. Cat was taking it in
cat,
stride.
The cat was looking for my attention, so she got as close to the baby as possible because the baby was playing and we were playing together. And so, since she got really close to the baby was flailing, and then kicking, and she kicked her in the head. And then the cat got my attention because she didn't react. And yet she's a good cat.
You still should follow our friends, though.
Yes, follow our friends.
Follow our friends. There's a lot of videos our friends put out recently that we didn't actually watch. So we should do that maybe tomorrow morning or something.
Ooh.
So we'll have to catch up a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to call Expedia tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
There's a long to-do list tomorrow.
Right. I'm getting my refund for my hotel in Germany that I'm not going to. But it's taking a very long time.
Yeah.
Anybody else having issues with Expedia? I wonder if that's a common thing. But anyway, what else did we say?
Follow our friends.
Follow our friends. They're our close, personal, dear friends, and we think you should watch every single one of their videos forever and ever and ever. They're all doing pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. We hope to hang out with them at some point. It's just been a bit of a lonely year, you know?
Yes.
And the cat is, I don't know what she's doing.
She's touching my face because I touch her face, so she feels the need to touch my face. It's gentle touches. It's nothing like hard. No, that's not the word. I don't want to use that word.
Words are not working very well right now. And does anyone else have this issue? Because it does happen every now and again.
I'm sure it does.
Maybe there's too much carbon monoxide in here.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. That's very dangerous. So, leave a comment. Like our video if you like it. You can leave a nasty comment. You know, it's all good either way. But, you know.
Don't do that.
Well, you know.
Positivity.
Yeah, the power of positivity is much more important. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't, but I think everyone that's subscribed to our channel is the right amount of people that have subscribed to our channel. And what else do we say?
Monkeys out.
Monkeys out.